One important feature of that is, and we can stop that, and that's to can't think what I was going to say now, but no, it's gone straight over my head, but yeah, it's repeating. Sorry. To the group the other day, the medical group, or the basic sciences, I was explaining, and that's what I'm doing with histology now. Histology got to the stage where, and you have the technology now to create three-dimensional reconstructions. No longer, traditionally we teach histology by looking at a slide, by looking down a microscope, by trying to interpret a 2-dimensional structure into a three-dimensional structure. Students find that difficult. Students find histology difficult because of that concept. When students find histology difficult, they don't like it. Now, with all the new technology available, my next movement is into creating animations. 3D animations of the structure of the liver, of the tongue, these sorts of things. Same goes with any branch of science. Animations are very important, and they're things you may think of as part of your teaching. Animations, or it's just another form of actually reconstructing the reality of things. But the point I wanted to make is, I often give a lecture like you might with this. I give a lecture that takes about 25 minutes on explaining how cells in the thymus go through the process of going through their sorting, and only the ones that better interact with receptors actually survive and go out into our bodies. The rest die off. Now, when you look at a slide of thymus, it looks pretty boring, but biologic, it's very important, so we spend a lot of time in lectures on it. Now, there are animations that I'll create or somebody else will create where you can explain it visually in a very quick 3-minute animation. So my point there is, I am looking at my teaching and I'm saying, I give a lecture on the thymus, I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm going to direct my student to an animation which better explains it. Gets back to this visual learning I'm talking about. And I tried that last semester with my students on the migration of skin cells up through the various layers to form keratin. And they understood that a lot better looking at visually than listening to me in a lecture. And I thought, oh gee, maybe I'm no good as a lecturer. I'm sure I am, but it's just another way of saying, no, I'm going to go for this revolution and put this in a new portal, teach it in a different way. You might find the same with some of this. You might be able to go through some of this material and say, I can use my lecture time doing something better than having to do what I normally have to do. So that's my point in showing you this, and also explaining to you animations. I don't... there's other stuff you may want to look at, but the best thing for you is to sit in your own comfort and go through this sort of material. But let me finish off by opening it up for a chat if you wish, but to emphasise to you the idea of collaboration, the idea of we are a global community of dentists now. We are a global community who are concerned with education, the best education, the highest quality education for our students. How can we do it? Can we do it ourselves to this quality? Probably not. Remember that slide I showed you? Put your hand out. Seek partnerships globally to improve the quality of education for our students, not yours, everyone's students. And that's my final message, so thank you.